everyone. Welcome to Bouquets by Nicole. I'm Nicole, and today our project is going to be featuring Real Touch Roses, our deluxe Real Touch Roses, and some silk roses. This is not a kit, it's just a bouquet that I want to show you guys. Now, this is what the deluxe Real Touch Roses look like. They are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, they look and feel just like real roses. So I have a few of these today that I'll just be mixing in with the regular silk roses. What you'll need for this project is your styrofoam ball, your holder, some ribbon to wrap the holder, and some ribbon to go underneath the base of the bouquet. I already have this done. I show you guys how to do, the wrapping of the holder and the leaves in all of my other videos. So I did not include it in this video. If you haven't seen the other videos and you want to, you want to see how to make the leaves and how to wrap the holder and trim it with the rhinestone, please go back and view some of the other videos and I'll show you in detail how to do that. I just didn't want to do that in this video because it feels like I'm just being redundant. So that's why I didn't include it in this video. So we're going to decorate this bouquet with some of our, hairpins. This is so beautiful. I love using these hairpins because they add such a nice, elegant look to the bouquets, and they're not expensive. So, if you're on a tight budget for your wedding, really, instead, if you can't afford to buy brooches, invest in some decorative hairpins or hair brooches or whatever, and you'll save yourself some money that way. These are on sale. They're very inexpensive at Bouquets by Nicole. The link is at the bottom. If you want to purchase those there, you can do that. But let's get started with this tutorial, okay? First step is to put your holder in your styrofoam. Like I said, just look at the other videos and it'll show you how to get to this stage. This is usually the last stage. I had this bouquet assembled already, but I took it apart to make the video. So that's why the leaves and everything are in place. But this is like the last step. So what I'm going to do now is just put the roses back onto the bouquet, and I'm just mixing in the Real Touch roses with the silk roses, and that's another way to save money. If you don't have, if you're on a tight budget and you don't have enough to buy all deluxe or, the regular Real Touch roses, just buy a few because they look so nice mixed in with the silk roses. You'll see that, it adds a nice touch, the mixture. I think mixing different types of roses adds a nice texture to the bouquets. So you just want to go around your styrofoam ball, and I love using the styrofoam half balls because they give me a perfect circle, and I don't have to fight with the stems of the flowers or anything. So that's why I strongly suggest you use the styrofoam half balls if you want a rounded, a round bouquet. So I'm just going in with the silk roses and the Real Touch roses. So stay tuned. Then another thing with using the silk flowers and the Real Touch flowers is you can make the stems a little bit longer if you want a larger bouquet. So, if you want an 8-inch, you just stick them all the way in. If you want like a 10-inch, you can leave the stems a little bit longer and then just, have the bouquet look bigger that way. Make sure you glue them in. I'm not gluing because I'm going to take these roses out for another project, so that's why I'm not gluing these. But make sure you glue them because you don't want your roses falling out as you're walking down the aisle. So make sure you glue your roses. And then you leave some of the leaves on your flowers too when you cut them down, because that way I think the leaves add, like, they make the roses look more realistic. That's my opinion. I don't know. You might have a different opinion. That's fine. But that's just what I think. Okay, so we're done with applying the flowers to the styrofoam ball. And then just, you know, if you have any that are sticking out, just push them in, because you want them all to be nice and even. So it'll look neat. What I do with some of my silk flowers is, if they're sticking out too high because of, you know, the way they're made, I usually cut them down to size. Don't you wish you could cut some people down to size? Yeah, see how that's poking out? I would usually just cut that. Okay. Yeah, that's better. All right. Just play around with your flowers until you get them, you know, how you want them. And I think this is good. It's even nice without anything. You can use this bouquet just like this without any brooches. I'm just sticking in some leaves, like I said, you know, to make it look a little bit more like real flowers. So now let's stick in our hairpins for our bling bling. You guys know I like my bling. So we're just going and just stick your pins wherever, you know, you want. There's no rhyme or reason. But I try to have like a uniform look when I apply my brooches or hairpins. Okay. And if you don't want to use the hairpins, I also have flat backs where you can just glue the flat backs to the flowers. Let me show you what I'm talking about. See, these are flat backs, and they're pretty. You know, they just don't have that pin. So you can put glue on them and just, you know, you can glue them to the bouquet if you don't want to use hairpins. So just go in with your pins. Move this one up. And this is really an inexpensive way for you to have a brooch bouquet for your wedding. Or, you know, just make it for the bridesmaids. And then you get yourself a blinged out one with some brooches. Yeah. Brooches. Okay, so I think this one is another hit. Alright, so I have my pins in place, and this is what it's going to look like. Alright, so there you have it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you haven't subscribed to this channel already, please do so. Subscribe, like, comment, share, whatever makes you happy. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. God bless you. Bye-bye.